This video is not meant for children and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Stellaris Empires. And we are right back where we left off here on the main select screen. Before I get going, I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by, and if you would please do the usual YouTube things of like, comment, share, subscribe, that'd be great. I really appreciate that when that happens. Alright, so today we are looking at the Galactic Quinton State, and this is the Slingshot to the Stars origin, and while this may seem like the Galactic Slingshot, or the one we did previously, oh man, this plays very differently. Once, the skies above this civilization were illuminated by shooting stars, then came a long season of darkness. Taking to the heavens in search of answers, the first off-world explorers discovered a dormant and long-abandoned quantum catapult single array. Oh yeah, and if you can't tell by this, we are an army. We are not an army. We are a space battle loving group. Alright, so we will start, as we always do, in appearances. Today I chose these cute little molluscoid guys because look at these cute little snails, and I can see them. I will destroy you. What? Species names were the Quinti or the Quinton. The idea is to go off of the idea of quantum, at least when I made them. And I also didn't really know how this played out until, after playing them. I went with Molluscoid 3 because I like seeing all the planet names with apostrophes, and this feels really alien, and I kind of dig that. Alright, so now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Since we are a warmongering species, we're going to want very strong. The worker pop resource output is very important, and the army damage really helps make it so we don't need to build as many armies. Jinxed, leader maximum negative traits, that's something that can be overcome through technology and traditions, and at the start they're not that terrible. Existential interoperity. This species grew up in hostile conditions where outbreeding your rivals was key to survival. And they're snails. They do love darts. So outbreeding is at distance now, adding to their aggressive let's shoot them from over here policy. I also made them deviants and sedentary. The sedentary is because they're snails, you see. And deviants, it's not too bad. The ethics attraction is not going to destroy things early on, and as long as we keep doing war things, the war factions are going to want to keep doing war. Alright, we are under the star Teneris, and we are under the homeworld name of Tenbor. It sounded delightfully aggro for me. Starting solar system random is perfectly fine. I also went with an Alpine world because Alpine world plus the mollusk cities, oh my god, look how good that looks. Also, I went with Room 2 because it looks like a nice open thing, and this over here looks like it'd be good for battle stats. Yeah. Molluscoid City, Alpine, just look. It looks very natural. Alright, Slingshot to the Stars. The home system has a nearby quantum catapult twin array with the logs from the quantum architect archaeological site. So we're going to start off with archaeology. And when we do a quantum ambush, the ship fire rate is 50% instead of 33%. And that's terrifying. Starbase influence distance cost is down 75%. Quantum catapult accuracy is up 50%. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to lean into this quantic ambush. And again, that's why, QUE's in here. Alright, government and ethics. We are a fanatic militarist because we want that ship fire rate up even higher. Xenophobes because starbase influence costs even less. Pop growth up, yes please. We are oligarchic because no reason not to be. And we have distinguished admiralty. This The fleet and admiralty have unusually prominent roles in this society, wielding a great deal of influence in political circles. They have to pick the litter when it comes to new military recruits. Ship fire rate, up 10%. Fleet command limit, up 10. Commander experience gains plus 20%, and commander starting skill level plus 2. And if we want to, we can get the Lord High Admiral council position, which ship starting experience is up 50 and naval capacity is up 1%. Very, very nice. And citizen service. Are you doing your part? Full citizenship and the political responsibility that comes with it is limited to those who have served a tour of duty in the military. Service guarantees citizenship. Grants access to the recruitment office holding. Our naval capacity is up 15%. Unity from soldiers is up 2%. And chief of service. Army starting experience is up 25. Army upkeep is minus 1.5%. So yeah, all of this delightful naval capacity, naval stuff. We are going to have big fleets, and we are going to fling them across the stars, and we are going to whomp ass. Our armies are going to be very strong. Their upkeep is down a little bit, and we can get unity from having soldiers, so there's no reason not to build soldier buildings like immediately. Based on our government, we are a militarist.
Only in battle can the true mettle of any sentient organism be measured. Have at thee.
So angry, but look at their cute little face. I love it. Alright, we are the Galactic Quinton State, or Quantum State. Ha ha ha. Alright, for the flag, because of the Alpine thing, I wanted like white on the top and bottom, and since everything else is kind of bluish, including the shells, I wanted to have that big central blue. And with this, swell in the middle, I was able to find this under round, this one here, and to me, this looks like a really cool alien targeting reticle. So, good for soldiers, good for ships, good for the quantum slingshot. And of course, this color is also put over into our now very blue molluscoid ships. And while these don't look super militarized, they do have a very distinct look. And if you know they're your enemy, seeing all of this, and of course the big gun pods on top, yeah, that's more than a little scary. Alright, our ruler appearance, I went with color variant 5 to continue the blue theme. Our greeting sound is this. Oh, so little and cute. And our ruler sheet, I went with a official and logistic understanding. Dock ship upkeep minus 5%, army upkeep down 10%. We're going to want big stockpiles of things and have them at the ready, to fling with our fling shot. So, yeah. Let's get a game started, and I'll show you how I like to start these guys off. Since time immemorial, our people have seen the night sky occasionally lit up by innumerable shooting stars, and even until recently our scientists have been unable to explain the phenomenon. As we have started exploring the galaxy, we have finally gotten the equipment necessary to track down the causes of these disturbances. An old structure our engineers have called a quantum catapult signal array. Though dormant, partially in ruins, and abandoned, we believe it can be restored to its former glory. If it works as envisioned, it will be our gateway to the rest of the galaxy. Alright, so it's been a little bit. We're going to go into the traditions like always. However, these guys, if we want to really lean into the military thing, do that. There are several really good military things. Unyielding's okay, but that's more defensive. I'm thinking more enmity probably, but not my first one. I'd probably do enmity second. No, I'm looking for, where did it go? Supremacy. There we go. Naval capacity, army damage, build ship speed, ship upkeep, naval capacity, orbital bombardment damage, the great game, damage versus star bases, and fleet command limit. Yes, all of this will make,
agenda available.
military might our greatest asset. So yes, do that, please. Also, as soon as you can, you want strongholds. Create soldier jobs. Soldiers increase naval capacity, stability, and spawn defensive armies. So this is all good things. Plus, with your citizenship thing, this will also generate unity. Unity is very good. We have finally secured the system and region around the broken quantum catapult signal array. Now, at last, we can send engineers to start the repair work necessary to bring this dormant structure back to life. Oh yes. Alright everyone, I just finished the archaeological site, and despite a good story, the main thing is Infinity Beckons, modifier added for 10 years, megastructure build speed up 50%, and that's why I've waited on building the quantum catapult. Oh, I'm a little short on resources, so just buy some more. And that'll be much faster. Now that you've finished the archaeology in that system, I highly suggest you build a starbase there and make it a double shipyard with at least some crew quarters. However, as things grow bigger, just make it a bigger and better manufacturing for your starships, because once they're already there, they're easier to fling, and while you do have to make your way back, it's a lot easier to throw them without having to wait for them to get to that star system. It took me a while to figure this one out, but I'm so glad that I did. And I also just finished Supremacy, so for Ascension perks, there's no reason why you would want anything other than Lord of War. I mean, if you want to do raiding, you can. Starbase influence cost and claim cost down is good. Technological ascendancy, always nice, but not for this guys, because they're not exactly science nerds. One vision never hurts. Mystery of nature, not really what we're going for. Imperial prerogative, empire size from planets is nice, and official capacity +2 is nice, but not super great. Edict fund, not what we're working with. Scientific stuff, not what we're working with. Shared destiny, no, we are doing the opposite. We are definitely going after combat, so... Diplomatic weight from fleet power, yes, please. More enclaves? Oh yeah. Alright, so, for those of you who don't know, and it took me a minute to figure this out too, to use a quantum catapult, you have to get a fleet there, and then from the fleet thing, it is here. Catapult fleet. So I'm going to catapult them to, let's say this zone. Start from the back and work our way forward. For those who didn't know, that's how it's done. Okay, so I waited a while, had myself a good war, and won it, just to show you that this is just a really great war group. Victory has been achieved. No small thanks to being able to just fling my armies wherever I needed them to without having to waste time. Like, oh, they were attacking back here? Boom. You know. Also good for getting your scientific ships out to where there's salvage. Anyway, this is the quantum catapult, and goodness gracious, do you want it. It is a great piece of tech, flings your ships all around, and you can even get creative with it. So do please enjoy yourself. So here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, you know what to do, and that's to like, comment, share these videos around, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. And speaking of people I really appreciate, the people I'm about to name have gone into the description below, clicked the link, checked out my Patreon, and said, yeah, I want to help this guy out. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible. Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.